well, I can't talk that place, but it rubbed me up the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Can you kind of explain your reason for this comment?
100% passes! 100% passes!
Welcome to the Football Amateur channel. My name is Fabrice and I'm here with Ray. I would like to say from the get-go, these are questions that I've put together. Ray hasn't had an opportunity to have a look at the questions, so everything that you literally hear from him is off the cuff. Some of the questions are my own opinion, so again, it'd be great just to have your insight in terms of what I feel and what I believe as well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's kind of start off with probably the most important question is, how do you rate me as a player?
Yeah, a good player, very good player. Short time I've known you. Injury prone player. But yeah, I feel someone that's going to make a good contribution to the team. Joined and has fitted in straight away. Good all round player.
And what do you feel about me actually filming some of the games and literally getting players' insight in terms of what's kind of going on behind the scenes?
It's good. It's very good. I suppose you spend a lifetime watching professional players. They do interviews, they film games, and it gives you a chance to experience a small part of it. It's good to watch the game back. I say watch the games back, watching bits of the games, no goals, only cameraman who misses goals, but hey. But yeah, it gives you a chance to watch it back, and you can settle things because you see things back without being in the emotion of it. So no, it's good. It's good.
So how did you get into management?
It was an accident really. I mean, I suppose I always thought I would manage a youth team. And I've done youth football, enjoyed that immensely. Men's football, kind of an accident. Lady approached me after I left, asked me to run the B team. And at first I said no, because trying to manage a group of men just wasn't my thing. But I kind of warmed to the idea and said, well, I wasn't happy with certain things, so I'll do it my way and see how it goes. So, yeah, that's...
So, out of 10, how would you rate yourself as a player and as a manager?
As a player, I'd say a 5. As a manager, I'd say 5 again. If I win something as a manager, then it'll go up. But it's still early days.
So potentially you rate yourself better as a manager than a player?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, the potential's there.
And regarding your playing career, why would you rate yourself so low?
I suppose I'm my harshest critic. I leave that to someone else. There's always going to be someone who thinks you're good. Someone's always going to think you're bad. So I put myself somewhere in the middle. It means I've always got something to push for and always got something to prove.
So, how has Paul, your assistant manager, helped you in the management?
He's helped massively. He's a very good sounding board. Has his own ideas, has his own thoughts about how the team should be. He stepped up from playing to having that authority within the dressing room, and he allows me to play, which ultimately is what I still want to do. So without having him there, I wouldn't feel comfortable playing. So he allows that. But yeah, he's given the team a lease of life, different dynamic. Again, I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything. So having Paul there, for the decisions we get wrong, we know why we got those wrong. For the ones we got right, I'd like to think it was a process of working through where we got them right. We didn't just come at them. So no, it's good. He also, sometimes being a manager can be hard and lonely. You make good decisions, everyone pats you on the back. You lose and people normally don't want to look at themselves, so they look at you first. And having Paul there, it just takes that pressure off. It means you have someone else there with you who you can double check. Did I do that wrong? Did I do it? And yeah.
And regarding Paul's playing career, have you seen him play?
Yes.
And how would you rate Paul's playing career? Because I've not had the honour of seeing Paul play. So how would you rate his playing career compared to his management style?
I think they're very similar. Very aggressive, tenacious, very committed. Always gave his all, and didn't shirk anything. And even if he came up against a player better than him, made a difference by that. Those qualities made up that extra. So no, yeah.
Okay, so it's someone that I should aspire to be like.
Yes, and he was fit. He played most of the season. So yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So what would you think your strengths are as a person?
As a person, I'd say I'm methodical. I'm definitely determined. And I'm honest. I believe at the end of the day, whether you like what I've decided or not, you'll respect the fact that I've been honest with you. And I believe in doing things the right way. And I think those qualities transfer well in terms of as a manager.
So, as a manager, what's been your best result?
As a manager, best result. How do you mean? As in
performance-wise, if it was a substitution that you made, like, you know.
I think as a manager, the best result came in youth football. I took a team that wasn't doing well, low on confidence, had some players that just came every week with no intention of playing, and seeing one boy develop from someone who has no intention of playing to starting every week and believing that he can actually play the game, that for me was my best result.
So regarding the team and the squad, do you think everyone's equal? Equal in ability, character, attitude?
No, you'll never get an equal squad like that. You'll always have fluctuations. You'll have some players that are naturally more gifted than others. You'll have some that are more tenacious than others. You'll have some. You need a balance. You can't have a squad where it's the same. You need the different dynamics.
So, I think this is probably the most poignant memory that I can think of is when we lost 5-4 in the cup against Shirley. And it was the most painful loss for me, even though I wasn't playing. I played 10 minutes. And in the changing room, it was pretty heated. And one of your comments was that the cup wasn't your primary goal. And that really rubbed, I can't talk that place, but it rubbed me up the wrong way. Can you kind of explain your reason for this comment?
The reason being, we're a new side. For me, cup's a bonus. The league is what proves how good you are. Any team can beat any team on a given day. Have an off day, balance. We've seen giant killings all day long. But to win a league over a season, that's what proves just how good you are. So my thing is, before we can call ourselves a good side, we need to win a league. That for me, if you haven't won a league, you can call yourself a good cup side, but then what does that mean? It means you handle one-off games well. But when it comes to a season, at some point you fold because you don't win it. So that was when I made that comment, that was the basis behind it. For me, I want this team to win a league. At the moment, we're in Division 4, and I don't feel that represents this group of players. We're not the finished article yet by any shape or form, but we are better, in my opinion, than Division 4. But the only way you prove that is by winning the league and getting promoted, not by default, but by earning it. So that for me is my primary focus. When we started this team and this season, when I looked at the squad we have, for me, winning the league is the be and end all. The cups are nice. They give you a nice feeling going on a cup run. If you get to the final, it's a nice day out. But to me, that doesn't mean anything if you come away without a league title.
But I mean, don't you think players, and again, I've got to speak on, as a country myself, where if we pay our club membership and we play our subs every single week, and there's no guarantee of anything, the league or that cup. I'm literally paying money to win a trophy, no matter what kind, metal, plastic, however. Couldn't you see the right for players to be mad, or for myself to be really annoyed about the situation?
To me, I suppose it's like anything in life. We'll all go into it with different aims. As a player, you can afford to be mindful or focused on that one game. As a manager, it's like, as a player, you go into the changing room, you go through your ritual, you put your tape on, you do this, you do that. Everything is based on you. As a manager, I've got 14, 15, possibly even 16 of you to worry about. So I have to make decisions based on the group, not the individual. So at the end of the day, and the basis behind that comment was the fact that some players felt we didn't start our first 11. Now, my answer to that is, what's the first 11? At the end of the day, every player has qualities, and as you've rightly said, everyone's paid their money to play. That's the thing. You say you pay to win trophies. Ultimately, everyone pays to play because no trophy is guaranteed. So you've paid your money to participate in the season with the hope of winning a trophy, because you can't pay to win a trophy. If not, you might as well go to a trophy shop and buy one. So you want to participate in the competition. You want to play. You want to earn it, win it. But you can't do that by yourself. So you need the squad to all play their part. And so for me, in that cup game, we made 3 changes to take out some that have been playing every single week and give some a goal who hadn't been playing it every single week. Now, those players I believed in, and I still believe in. I still look at the performance levels, and I think we just didn't perform on that day, regardless of what we put in. And it was, when I look back on it after the game and after we had the argument, the heated moment, I reflected on it, and you do question yourself and then, was I right? Was I wrong? And I walked away from that saying, no, I was right with the decision I made in terms of the selection. And it was proven the following week, where the first 11 started and drew 3-3 with a team from our division. So there is no guarantee you start with that first 11, you win that game. And as far as I'm concerned, that team that we put out was good enough to win that game. Just didn't. And that's life. So I make no apologies for the fact of my personal opinion is I go for the league. That doesn't mean I don't go for the cups. Every game that you cross the white line, I want to win. But I have in my mind a goal to win the league. Doesn't mean no player can look at me and say on the sideline or on the pitch as I was at the time, I gave any less effort. No one can say I didn't care any less. That was just my personal opinion.
So, which player in our squad has the most potential but doesn't show it on a game-by-game basis?
I would say Dwayne Henry. I think he's a lot better than he's shown. I've seen him in training and I've seen him in the odd game where he reaches a certain level. I don't know for what reason or why, but I believe he has at least another 60% to give from what we've seen. And I mean on a regular basis. So yeah, I'd say Dwayne Henry.
And what areas do we have to improve as a squad?
As a squad, we have to improve on our know-how. And I say know-how, knowing how to win a game. It's easy when you can blow a team out and win 4-5-0. We need to learn how to win 2-1, 1-0, and defend the lead. Go into a game, much like when we played Defiance. Go into a game and follow the instructions that are set out and do it as a team, because that's what we lack. All the games that we've lost, or when we haven't, like last season when we didn't win the league, we make mistakes that lack know-how. How to know, okay, ref, how long to go? 5 minutes. Okay, we sit. We don't need to be told. We hold. We've got what we need. Play smart. That's what we need. Other successful sides that I played in, it's come naturally.
So you kind of touched upon the Defiance game. Was that an eye opener for you in terms of how we played?
No, it wasn't an eye opener. I think it was a good lesson for us that showed us we're not as good as we think we are. But no, it wasn't an eye opener. Deep down, I mean, I looked at the game as that was always going to be possibly a stretch too far. But it was a game that I was excited by because it shows where we need to get to, if that's what we truly are going to do.
So how has amateur football changed in the last couple of years?
I don't think it has. I think it's pretty much... I mean, I suppose some of the pitches we play on now are better. But I think that's more to do with the area that we play in. But no, I don't think amateur football has changed that much. I think at our level, we just want to play. I think the politics that has changed professional football hasn't really filtered down to us.
So, I mean, that kind of nicely leads into my next question. Does the FA assist you in running the team?
No. Never has. Our level of football is basically just kept alive because people like me, yourself, just want to play. We pay probably over the odds for what is a simple game. Pitch, goals, and balls, and we pay excessive amounts to just do that. So, no, you see the money that's in football doesn't come down to us. We don't see any of that. And it's reflected by the lack of pitches that are in our local area.
So, in your opinion, the money that it takes to set up a team is extortionate?
Yeah. Would I say extortionate? No. But it's high. It's not extortionate because we do it. None of us are rich, as it were. But I think, could it be cheaper? Yes. Should it be cheaper? Again, yes. But I don't think that will change anytime soon.
So, I see you drinking from a United cup.
That's right.
Don't know why, but hey, it's going to put up the camera, of course, obviously. That's right. So I have a question about that. So, question or
come on.
Yeah, quite interesting one. So today's your last day on Earth, and they're going to fly you to Mars, and you're going to have one lasting memory that people are going to remember you by, and something that you're also only going to remember. So, would you rather remember the time when United won the treble? Not even remember when. If Man United did the treble, you were in the crowd, you also handed them each and every cup. So it was Champions League, Premiership, and the FA Cup. Mm-hmm. And you was in the changing room with the guys, euphoria, everything else. Mm-hmm. Or would you like to win the Division 4 Cup with Peckham FC?
Yeah, that's an easy one, that one. Yeah, it's treble. It's treble. It's the treble.
So United it's a kind of very strong bond that you have with United.
Yeah, I've supported United most of my life. At the end of the day, that's the thing is, you see, that's kind of an unfair question. Well, it's an easy question for me because I've won leagues before. So even if I don't win one with Peckham, as a player I've won leagues. So I can say, well, I've done that. I wasn't in the crowd when United won the treble. I wasn't there I didn't hand over any trophies. Wasn't in the changing room. So it's a first.
So you're kind of going it on a more selfish reason rather than guys who have supported Peckham or you for a particular season.
In that one, it's going to be my last time on earth. I might as well be selfish.
I hope everyone heard that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. If I'm not going to be here anymore, then I'm not going to be worried about what you think. I'm going to be gone. So that's your business. You do that as you will.
Fair enough. So the last question is, where do you see yourself in the next couple of years within the game?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Possibly coaching youth football. I'll stay doing Peckham. Well, I say Peckham. I'll stay doing our team as long as I'm enjoying it, and as long as I still want to play. I don't know how long for, but yeah, I still want to play football. I suppose when that time comes when I can no longer play, if I'm not enjoying men's football, then youth football, for me, I have a bigger pull to youth football. I think I've got more to offer the next generation coming up. And that's where I know I would take more pride in their achievements. If I can't play and help them, then I can guide them. And you're not guiding any 35 plus year old man. At the end of the day, what he doesn't know, he's not going to know. Whereas you take a 7, 8, 9-year-old boy and you coach him, guide him, show him the little bits you know, and you see the progression. You see a player not making basic mistakes, not swarming after a ball, understanding his position. And that is worth more than in winning a trophy with that boy, because you've helped him on his journey. And if he makes it to a professional or playing at a good level, he will always remember the part you played. I remember the parts I played. As someone played in my life growing up, I still remember them. So no, if I have a choice, that's where I'll go.
Yeah, Ray, I just want to thank you for the time, and I wish you every success.
Thank you kindly. I wish you fitness and success.
Hey, Paul, this is a quick message to you, and also for the team, and also for Ray as well. I should be back before the end of the year, but I've heard on the WhatsApp group that I should take it easy, so I'm that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Who said that?
That's what Paul said. He said there's no point picking up any further injuries because the new year's going to be really, really busy. So,
well, no, it is going to be busy. It is going to be busy, but I wouldn't leave it too long. We've signed Ade.
Yeah,
Ade's coming.
Yeah, I know.
That's a shark in the water.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
So the centre back area is looking. It's looking tasty. So
definitely.
I would be looking to lace up my boots sooner rather than later. Making a stand.
100% passes! 100% passes!